All right, fam. Now for our feature story of the day. Big news coming out of Vegas. GameStop officially confirms their first Bitcoin purchase of 4,710. BTC, the biddy's your friend. It's going up forever. That's right. This is a pretty big deal. GameStop, the U.S. video game and consumer electronics retailer, has officially confirmed its first Bitcoin investment, acquiring 4,710 Bitcoin. I like that number because, of course, 4 and a 7 is an 11. You already know. And according to the statement posted as of today, and here is the actual tweet from GameStop. Making it official, GameStop has purchased 4,710 BTC. Grapevine, Texas, May 28th, Business Wire, GameStop Corp. And it basically breaks down the purchase. The company did not specify how much it paid for the Bitcoin or when exactly the purchases were made in the announcement. So it could have been a few weeks back, fam. While its Form 8K filing with the US SEC also offers very little detail. The amount purchased was worth around $513 million at the time the news was announced, so roughly a $500 million buy. Why so bearish? GameStop. That's all I'm saying. You got like $5 billion worth of capital. Put it all into the biddy. The longer you wait, the higher you pay for the prices, and at the end of the day, you will pay for the Bitcoin at the price you deserve. Just saying. The announcement acquisition is GameStop's first publicly acknowledged Bitcoin purchase since the company disclosed plans to move into a Bitcoin investment in March, and they've been teasing us, of course. And at the time, GameStop said it would fund the Bitcoin purchase through debt financing and launched $1.3 billion convertible notes offering following the Sailor put. So we all knew this was going to be inevitable and it was coming, and now they officially made the announcement. The news comes after months of speculation that GameStop was exploring alternative assets. So I guess that puts a stop to that in the rumors. GameStop stocks have shared and have climbed amid the speculation, jumping 12% in March. And then February rumors helped fuel an 18% spike in the GME stock prices. And according to TradingView, GameStop shares closed at $35 on May 27th, and we're trading at $36 in the pre-market at the time of publication. The stocks are up 30% in the past 30 days. That's an average 1% climb per day, with year-to-date gains of 10%. Not too shabby. And you can see the stock performance here via TradingView chart. Now check it. GameStop's Bitcoin investment is the latest in a trend amongst the companies purchasing the world's largest crypto, the BTC, following the lead of Michael Saylor, which made its first Bitcoin acquisition back in August of 2020. Companies such as Japan's MetaPlanet and Brazil's Melius beefed up their Bitcoin holdings this year after adopting the Bitcoin treasury strategies as well. And on May 27, Trump Media and Technology Group, the company that owns this was actually yesterday's feature story. The company that owns Trump's Truth Social platform also confirmed $2.5 billion capital raised to purchase Bitcoin after previously denying reports of the deal. So we all know you can't short your dork. You can't afford that. Crypto to zero. They really thought that? Oh, hell no. Now let's check out what the High Priest, Your Holiness, Max Kaiser, has to share. As you know, he is in Vegas as well, and has a lot of insights behind the scenes of what's going on. As you can see here, El Salvador continues to buy Bitcoin. One more Bitcoin added to their strategic reserve. Never trust the IMF. Just want to throw that out there. Their new total accumulation is at 6,191 BTC. Max said in regards to what's happening, oh my God, game on. Bitcoin gives you wings. Hells yeah. This was in regard to the CEO of Rumble, who wrote, Dear Alexandre de Moraes, maybe now is the time to let Rumble back in Brazil. What do you say? That's right. What do we say? Free speech meets freedom money. Now we're talking. And let's get paid in Bitcoin on the platform, shall we? And Elon, what are we doing? When are we going to add the Bitcoin payments back for Tesla? It's been too long. And you can't taper a Ponzi scheme. Max is 100% right on that one. You sure can't. Good luck with that. And he looks like he got a beautiful piece of art right here from Jake. So shout out Jake hooking Max up with the Bitcoin bird. Bird's the word. And if you haven't figured that one out, shout out to the guys who report. Now also, you got to note Bitcoin is rock and roll as fuck. I believe this was backstage in Vegas back in 2023. And if you're not familiar with Joe Perry, he's the founder of a little band by the name of Aerosmith. And apparently he's rocking the Mr. Miyagi Danielson headband, which gets him that much more clout. El Salvador for the win. Bitcoin country. And if you don't know, now you know. In fact, I may be going to Bitcoin country to shoot some content with Max next month. So be on the lookout for that. When you don't understand Bitcoin, you do stupid shit like this. Trump will continue to Biden policy. Oh boy. Which version of Biden is that? There's like a dozen of them, all I'm saying. Spoiler alert, there is no transition from not your keys to not your Bitcoin. So don't trust these mofos because they're all saying, you can trust us. Don't worry about the self-custody or the private keys. We trust us. What a total sham. Couldn't agree more. And here's a shitcoiner alert. Kevin Kelly, put him on blast. Thank you, High Priest. Terrible idea for Canada. Trump still doesn't get how Bitcoin obviates the need for the huge military budget. And it's a fact. Bitcoin perpetuates peace and love, while fiat perpetuates war and violence. And if you don't know, maybe you learned something new today and you know. Let's continue with the uncensored version of the pod, fam. Head on over to the Rumble, pinned at the top in the profile, rumble.cryptonewsalerts.net, and let's get ready to rumble. And the YouTube transmission should be ending. Any of the mods, let me know if YouTube pops up with an additional stream without my permission. They did it yesterday, and I didn't know it till after. So as soon as I end the stream, sometimes it creates a new stream, and then it gives me a copyright strike for, it just fucks me over at the end of the day. So I'm sick of YouTube. That's why we're doing the uncensored version of the pod again. Exclusive on X and Rumble. I did get a copyright strike. Not copyright, my apologies. I got a strike for alleged harmful and dangerous content for projecting Bitcoin was going to moon. For covering a prediction back when Bitcoin was at 40 grand. Meanwhile, Bitcoin's up 2.5x since I made the video, and they're alleging I'm promoting a Ponzi scheme. Okay, so YouTube perceives Bitcoin as a Ponzi scheme, when the real Ponzi scheme is the fiat monopoly dollar. You see how the forces of evil fuck shit up? You guys starting to recognize that? Let me know. But we're about to flip it. So adios, YouTube. On to the Rumble.